Hello, it is week 12 time. We are back with another game for you. The other matchup in the JFC South Divisional Week. We have 5-6 Austin taking on 4-7 El Paso. Here in this one, we'll take a look at the team ranks before heading in. Austin first. As mentioned, 5-6, minus 14-point differential, so lots of close games for them. 23rd total offense, 9th pass, 30 rush. 15th defense, 27th pass, 7th rush. El Paso 4-7, minus 76-point differential. 31st or second worst total offense. 29th or fourth worst pass, 21st rush. 13th defense, 7th pass, 23rd rush. Safe to say they will look to improve their skill positions in the upcoming draft. Expert picks, El Paso, a 77% chance to win this game. 3 out of 4 taking them to win. Dave going with the upset here. And we're off to El Paso. Home of the El Paso Toros. Not a far commute for Austin by any means. I mean, they are in the same state after all. El Paso winning the toss. They will take the ball. Daniel Altamirano will boot it deep, and Eric Fletcher will return it for the Toros. Daniel Blake at QB, former Pottsville Maroon. He'll get it out to his young target, Deshaun Montgomery. He looks to make his way up the depth chart in this receiver room. He's a rookie, 4th round pick, star dev out of the University of South Florida. Second down and 6, Sean Miles on the run. 98 on the tackle for Austin that time is Jerome Tate. 3rd and 4 for the Toros. Sean Miles still in the backfield. Blake out of the shotgun, going deep, incomplete, intended for Fletcher. That'll bring out the punt team and Adam Day. Booting it deep to Marquise Casey. He'll be stopped by former Flame tight end Barrett Galbraith. Will Wenzel at quarterback for the Stars, 81 overall superstar dev QB, and there is a connection. The rookie standout receiver Dante Wiggins missed a lot of time with injuries this year and eventually has turned into one of their top targets when he's healthy. Looks to form a connection with Jalen Bragg on the other end as well. Gonna try deep here. That is incomplete. Looking in the direction, I believe, of Zion Foster, number 80. Formerly a Mesa slot receiver. Wenzel on 2nd down and 10. They were incomplete that time. Looking for Foster. 3rd down. Wenzel back in the shotgun, getting it out to the fullback, Connor Ferris. But that'll only gain a couple of yards. Altamirano will try from about 40 or so. And it's good. El Paso back with the ball, down 3-0. Blake sending Galbraith in motion. They go that way with Miles. Good play design there. Picks up a first down. Stop made by 45, Jordan Ely. Blake in the 27, getting it out. It's caught. Eugene Andrews, the backup running back. And Matt Bartholomew going down with injury there. That is not good. He is their rookie left guard. 7th round pick out of Oklahoma. Miles on the carry. Good for 2. 2nd and 8. Andrews in the game. Blake will throw. Deep. Fletcher. Incomplete. Third down. Fletcher now in motion. Blake looking short, caught by Fletcher, and he does have enough to move the sticks. First down, Toros. Miles shakes off the tackler but lost the football. Eventually recovers his own fumble. It'll be a 2nd and 2 after all that. Andrews charging ahead, first down. Andrews again on the run. 54 on the stop for Austin that time is Jordan Mallory, 30-year-old veteran linebacker out of Ole Miss. It's a toss. Nate Smith this time getting some action as he'll lose a few. Matthew Angel on the stop. Marquise Casey a little banged up there. He'll come back later though. Blake. Sean Miles catching and then hurdling a man. First down. Good for 15 on that, and Sean Miles is one of the more athletic running backs you'll see. Isn't afraid to leave his feet, fight for a little extra yardage. It's Jeremiah Cobb. Says hello to the El Paso offense. 2nd and 13. Blake looking off his back foot. That was almost picked. Gotta be very careful with those. 3rd and 13. Blake, end zone. Oh! I think that was for Galbraith. It was. But he could not hang on to that. Alex Delgado's 33-yarder is good. So they will tie the score here, 3 apiece. Wenzel. Deep throw. Incomplete. Looking for Bragg that time in the corner. Just couldn't hang on. 2nd down. 2 tight ends in the game with a pistol. Kevin Price in motion. He'll throw again. This time it is caught on the sideline. Leonardo Crisci making the grab. The backup tight end. Rookie out of Old Dominion. Incomplete that time on 3rd down. They'll punt. Andrew Nordquist taking over for longtime punter Justin Belts this season. Will boot it away. Lonnie Clemens on the return. And stopped by Wiggins. New guys begins at the road 40. Miles running into a whole bunch of Austin D linemen. Jeremiah Cobb getting there first. 2nd-year man out of Memphis. Former 4th round pick by VB last season. 2nd and 13. Fletcher. Nice grab. right up against Marco Schiavone in coverage. And that is a great way to end the first quarter. 1st and 10 inside the 25 for the Toros. They go fullback toss here with Trent Kane. Gains a couple. Trips to the left side now. They go Miles to the right side. 24, that is not Jordan Vinson. That is Quentin Sutton, the 80 overall Elite Dev rookie corner. As Jonathan Adamson makes the tackle on Kane, but there is an offside. It'll be a 1st and 10 regardless. Ball at the 13. Looks like they did accept that penalty, as Trent Kane does not get credit for that rush. He will get credit, however, for that reception. Fullback being used quite a bit here on this drive. He's in the formation again, 2nd and 5. Miles in motion. Blake to pass. Looking short. Galbraith with the reception. Doesn't have enough yardage for the first down, though. First catch on his second target. 3rd and 1. They motion Galbraith out wide. This is interesting. They go Miles following the blocks of Bartholomew and Combs, and Miles apparently hurt himself. Tweaked a knee. Okay, and hopefully he didn't do it while celebrating. That would have been hysterical. But that is not good news if you're a Toro fan. So it'll be Eugene Andrews who will have to assume the running back 1 duties, but that does mean increased reps for Nate Smith, the running back 3 who we saw briefly earlier in the half. He will probably assume running back 2 as Wiggins climbs the ladder, reaches those hands out, making a grab. Stop made by Alfonso Blackwell. Wenzel on 1st down for Austin. Has Wiggins over the middle. That connection has turned into some huge yards. Already 86 for Wiggins in this first half. Go. Wenzel throwing short. He's got Zion Foster. Good for 4 yards on that. 2nd down and 6. Wenzel will throw to the end zone, looking in the direction, I believe, of Wiggins. But that's incomplete. 3rd down and 6. Wenzel. Short here. That's dropped. I believe that was Price he was trying to go to. Just couldn't hang on. Altamirano from 44 yards out. That kick is sailing. It's off the upright and through. Altamirano catching a break there. As the score is now 10-6. It's a handoff. Here's Eugene Andrews breaking free across the 40. How about the run for Andrews as Jerome Tate gets injured? He won't be back, but a 27-yard run for Eugene Andrews. Jonathan Adamson him down. Nate Smith on the carry this time. Angel with his 2nd TFL of Nate Smith, the rookie undrafted running back out of North Dakota State. Andrews on the run. Good for a couple. Smith back in the game. 3rd and 8 coming up. Blake to throw. Has a man. First time we've called Carl Milton's name today. The dangerous receiver, superstar dev, 6'3" man at Ole Miss. Smith needs to really work on breaking tackles. He does have a lot of speed, but he just can't really get by this Austin D line. Lake, second down. Milton caught inside the 5. First and goal at the 2. Andrews and Kane in the backfield. Toss it. Andrews untouched. Touchdown El Paso. Eugene Andrews finding the end zone, and he says, "Put me in, coach." He's done a tremendous job of taking over for the injured Miles in his absence. And gets rewarded with a TD rush there. Rag returns that kick. Excuse me, getting tired here late. Recording this is a Saturday for me, but obviously for me it's Sunday. Had to do a little catch up this weekend. Been slacking on recording, but we'll do as best I can here. Wenzel exactly at 50% and a little bit lower than that now with the incompletion. 3rd and 10 coming up for the Stars. Trips to the right. Go that way. Price not gonna get the first down. Interesting decision to run it there, but it'll be a punt. Nordquist will punt it away. Clemens on the return. Bragg will tackle him after a gain of about, I don't know, what was that, 5-ish? Can't count. It's too late in the day for that. Anyway. 1st and 10, Andrews in the backfield. Blake will pass. Whoa! Coming out of nowhere was that Austin defender. Couldn't quite get a number for it there, but that was quite the play. Blake, 2nd down, nice defense there. 3rd down coming up. Handoff, it's Andrews, breaks free, has the first down. Schiavone on the stop. Blake with a quick throw here that is incomplete. Second and 10. Trying to go fast here before the halftime locker room visit. They're up 17-6. No real sense of urgency needed here. Although Austin does get the ball at halftime. Austin calls a timeout. They will get the ball back here. Adam Day will boot it away. Jalen Bragg. Because of the injury to Marquise Casey earlier in the game, will now return punts. That is something to keep an eye on the rest of the game. Wenzel to Bragg, fresh off punt return, no problem for him. Austin will use their 2nd timeout. Wenzel to Bragg. How about the other side of things? They go to him on the right side of the formation this time. Now it switches back to the left with Wiggins now on the right. Actually, they'll send him in motion. They use him in a whole variety of ways. And how about the end zone? Jalen Bragg have a drive. From the punt return to the couple big catches. And that is what I call a 2-minute drill offense right there. So maybe there was a sense of urgency needed on that El Paso drive. I don't know. (17-13), and again, Austin, they will get the ball first in the second half. Daniel Blake trying to hit Barrett Galbraith. Oh my gosh. So close.
Hike.
2nd and 10. What a quick throw here. Montgomery with the grab.
Hike.
Andrews on the carry. Not good enough to move the sticks. And that should... Oh. I was going to say that should be halftime. But Jalen Bragg... Uh-oh. Oh, I thought he was going to break it for a big return. But they give him the chance to return a punt again there. But that will be the half. Close game so far. 17-13, but Austin with offensive drive can turn things right around. And perhaps even give them the lead. Delgado will boot it deep to Jalen Bragg. Nico Malatesta bringing him down at the 19.
Go!
That was brought down on the play by Isaac Staples, the Ohio State rookie linebacker, 2nd round pick. It's Kevin Price this time. Staples again on the stop there. Looking to be one of their main defenders for years to come. Already 85 overall is Staples. Wenzel over the middle. Bragg with the catch, but he is short. Nordquist out to punt. He'll boot it deep. Here's Clemens. Bragg on the tackle. Second down and 5. Andrews shakes free and has himself a nice gain of 12. Eugene Andrews filling in very nicely here. 11 carries for 81 yards. That's over 7 per carry. As Blake fires it here, looked to be in the direction of Nate Smith. That is incomplete. They'll toss it to Smith this time. Finally gets a positive gain. Something in the first 3 rushes that we did not see. He has 4 for -4. How about a big run one of these times, Nate, huh? Blake, oh, over the middle. Couldn't connect. I think it was with Milton on that short crossing route. Day out to punt again. This one looks to be a touchback, and it will be. Wenzel will throw. It is Sean Hutton with the reception. 2nd and 9. Wenzel will throw. Price with the grab. First down.
Hike.
Wenzel back to pass again. Sheldrick McCullough this time hauling it in. Boy, a little bit of wide receiver 2 in Wiggins' absence earlier this year.
Go.
Wenzel, look out. That was almost intercepted. I believe that may have been Andrew McCarthy in coverage. Oh, I'm not entirely certain. Price shakes off one defender, but Isaac Staples is right there for the stop. But the first down is picked up. Kevin Price 4 catches, 44 yards. He's been very useful out of the backfield. You have a guy who is wide open down the sideline, and you throw to the covered guy. I want to run that back and post. Third quarter with about 4:10 to go. I want to see that play back. Incomplete. "57-yard boot by Altamirano is up and through, and it's a one-score game. Or 1-point game. Well, it is a one-score game, but it's a 1-point game now. First and 10 El Paso, ball to 26. Andrews coughs it up. Big time turnover. Marquise Casey was the one who came out of the pile with the football. Austin's ball in El Paso territory, and they almost gave it right back. McCarthy was over there in coverage on Creasy, but they do get a gain of 2 out of that. Wenzel. Gonna try again. Creasy again. Only for a whopping 1 yard. They should really fix flat routes. They need to go slower on them, I think. Good defense there. 4th down. The problem that I see, anyway, is that the tight ends themselves are not really fast, like, by their player build. It's just it's a combination of the momentum carrying them out of bounds and the quarterback taking so long to throw, I think. So if they were able to get out of their stance a little slower and the quarterback was able to throw it a little bit quicker, what I really want is for them to catch it and turn upfield. That is what a flat route does. So, yeah. It would be fun to see flat routes like actually change. Or, even better yet, just change the angle so it's not a fully, like, perpendicular horizontal route. Add a little bit of vertical break to it so that you're actually going up the field. But that's just my 2 cents. Anyway, El Paso will punt. Adam Day, who has been very busy, will boot it to Jalen Bragg. He breaks the tackle, inside the 40, inside the 30, and that is a great return, and that's what you get for having your free safety injured earlier in the game. You get your wide receiver 1 returning punts now. Wenzel, end zone picked. Sean Harrison, the middle linebacker, as Wenzel throws a duck into the end zone. El Paso getting the ball back, down by just 2. They are within their own 5-yard line of the 4 here, though. As Andrews shakes off a tackle. Schiavone on the stop, gain of 4. Blake throwing short, that's incomplete. Third down and 6 here. Blake, wide open target. That's Milton with the grab. First down. End of the third quarter here. Close game in El Paso. Stars up by 2. Blake sacked on the play. It's Jermaine Geary, the veteran who always seems to show up in big moments 30-year-old out of Kentucky, former Milwaukee Bee. Milton on 2nd and 16. Good for 5. 3rd and long still. We'll see what El Paso dials up here. Blake, quick throw. Almost going the other direction. Watch out. Adam Day will punt it away. Bragg, can he work his magic again? Breaks 1 tackle. Not the second, though. Good tackle. 78, Chris McGinnis. The right tackle. On the stop, Wenzel. Feeling the pressure, he will go down. Harrison with the sack. Loss of 7 on that play. 2nd and 17. Wenzel sacked again. It's Sean Westbrook this time. Coming over with Barrett Galbraith from Orlando. And Sean Miles, actually. I think he was actually in the Miles trade. Dante Wiggins, meanwhile, hung that one in. Nico Malatesta on the stop. Wiggins to the end zone. What a grab for the Austin touchdown. Tell you what, Dante Wiggins was a tremendous draft pick by these Austin Stars, man. 85 overall. Guy's got glue hands. Catches pretty much everything within reason that comes his way. You guys got a good one in Austin, for sure. Andrews on a 1st down carry. Almost approaching that century mark is Eugene Andrews. Just under 6 yards to carry, not too shabby. Blake in the middle. It's Tredarius Combs for the first time making that catch. Veteran of the league, 29 years of age, former Albuquerque River Monster, 8th year man in Missouri State. Andrews on the run, gain of 3. He's in there again, they'll toss it to him this time. Solid block from 62, Jaden Craig. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 2. Nate Smith in the game now. We'll see if they hand it to him or perhaps design a little pass play here. They're going to go end around here to Galbraith. A little trick play that did not work out. Jonathan Adamson read that play. And they're going to go for it here on 4th and 6. Blake will throw. It is incomplete. Turnover on downs. Stars ball. Wenzel. Short. It's Price. Harrison on the tackle for loss. That one loses 2. Go. 2nd and 12. Price with the grab. It's been used a lot out of the backfield. It's already his 6th catch on 9 targets. Trying to hit him again on the 3rd and 3. That will be incomplete. And they will put a field goal attempt up here from 42. Another one for Altamirano is good. (29-17). I believe that's 5 field goals now for Altamirano. I'm pretty sure. Blake in the shotgun to begin this drive. He's got Andrews. Good tackle there. I believe that was Mallory on the stop. Jaden Craig a little banged up. He'll come back though. Second down and 1 yard to go. Blake airing it out. Milton got it. Nice grab. Quentin Sutton on the stop. Oh, Eric Fletcher. No. There goes their number 1 receiver. Andrews, nice grab. Eugene Andrews has been a very pleasant surprise this evening. Or this afternoon, I guess. Yeah. He's done good. Nate Smith, nice grab. Good for 3. How about Nate Smith finding the end zone for a change? Eugene Andrews will stay in the game for this play. He's lined up next to Daniel Blake.
Go!
The pass. Blake, end zone. Almost picked. Dominic Epps, the backup receiver, getting a little banged up there. 3rd and goal to 6.
Go!
Blake to pass, end zone, knocked away. Good defense by Austin. Gonna go for it here again. 4th and goal.
Hike!
Blake, end zone, and that is incomplete. Looking for Milton, and that should pretty much do it. Austin dominating, especially in the passing game. Will Wenzel on his game today. Dante Wiggins, a great game. Of course, can't forget about Jalen Bragg, who pretty much did everything today. Caught balls, returned kicks and punts. Got tackles on those punt returns. And yeah, really nothing this guy can't do or won't do. Price on the run. Pretty quiet day for Price in the running game. Only 4 carries. And that will do it. Austin will come out victorious here, as they will improve to 500 to end their season, 6-6. El Paso to 4-8. They got some rebuilding to do, that's for sure. But the positive to that is they will be playing all the last place teams next year due to their 4th place finish this year. So that's something to keep in mind. That'll be it. Take a look at the injuries here. Jerome Tate, of course. Yep, that one counts. And for El Paso, Sean Miles, that one does count. Fletcher, that one does count. Epps, expected, so that does not count. Not that they really would matter anyway, because El Paso's season is over. So I just like to have record of that, however. Yeah, they didn't really run the ball that much. They were a pass-first team today. As you can see, they didn't really have the ball that much, to be quite honest with you. Matthew Angel, pretty good game. 8 tackles, 4 DPs for a linebacker. It's pretty unheard of. 8 DPs for Adamson. Oh my gosh. Wow. Wow. Between these 4 guys alone, there were 17. Oh my gosh. There were 20 total DPs. That is crazy. Jalen Bragg, 4 for 95 in the punt return game. Alton Rhino, as mentioned, 5 field goals. Blake, yikes. No TDs, 2 for 47%. Eugene Andrews was their entire offense today. Too bad Sean Miles got injured. It happens. It's the NAGA. Anything can happen. Nate Smith, I really want him to do well. It's just going to take a couple of years for him, unfortunately. Okay, we have got our signal back finally.